Welcome to a time telling video. Yes, friends, it is time to learn about time. Here we go. First thing you need to do when you're trying to read the time is take a good look at the hands. Here you have the minute hand. It's really long. In our case, it is red. And this is the hour hand. In this case, it is blue and it is short. Now, the minute hand moves to the next minute, to the next minute. These are minutes right here, right? Each one of these strokes that you see is a minute. So the minute hand moves around the clock in 60 minutes, right? The hour hand only moves from 1 hour to the next every hour. So the minute hand moves more or moves faster than the hour hand does. The hour hand is slower, the minute hand is faster. Here's another difference between the hour and the minute hand. Think about the word minute. The word minute is longer than the word hour. So that's why the minute hand is longer. Now, the hour hand, the blue hand, is pointing to the numbers that are inside. Now, most clocks you won't see the minutes on the outside, but I drew them here for you. Think about it this way. The minute hand is long because it's pointing to the imaginary numbers that will be outside of your clock, the ones that you won't be able to see on a regular clock. Here's how it works. If you look in between here, if you count how many minutes there are, as I said, each one of these a minute. If you count, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from one number to the next number, it's 5. It's like counting by 5s. And if you know how to count by 5s, this would be pretty easy for you. So if we count by 5, starting with 1, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then back to 0, which is o'clock. So let's take a good look at this first clock. We're going to always focus on the hour hand first. If the hour hand is between two numbers, then we will always think about the hour as the earlier number, or the smallest number, right? So in this case, it's a little bit between the 8 and the 7. So right now, it is within the hour of 7. So let's go ahead and write 7 right here for the hour. Okay, and then we're looking at the minute hand now. Remember, the minute hand is pointing to those red numbers on the outside. In our case, they're going to be like imaginary numbers for us, right? So let's count 5, 10. So I noticed that the minute hand is pointing on the 10 on the outside. So I'm going to write the number 10 right here. So the time is 7:10. It's within the hour of 7, and it's 10 minutes past the hour of 7. I hope that makes sense. Let's try another one. Take a good look at this one. First thing we're going to do is look at that's right, the hour hand. The hour hand in this case is between the 6 and the 5. So I'm always going to consider that it hasn't gotten to the 6 yet. It's still within the hour of 5. So I'm going to write 5 here. Now, what minute is it pointing to? I see that it's here on the 45, the 9, the 45. If the 45 was not there, I will count by 5, starting with the number 1. So I'll just count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I'm going to write 45 here for the minute. So the time is 5:45. All right, you're doing a great job. Let's keep going. All right, let's try the next time. So with this time, again, I'm going to start with my hour hand. It's the same pattern every time. Start with my hour hand. The hour is pointing between 8 and 9. So which one's the smaller number? The earlier time would be 8 o'clock. So I'm going to write the number 8 here for my hour. Perfect. Now I'm looking at the minute hand. The minute hand is pointing to the 5. So I'm going to write 05. Okay, so to read this time, I will say it's 8:05. Look at you, you're doing a great job. Let's keep going. You ready for another clock? Here we go. All right, take a good look at the hour hand one more time. The hour hand is pointing towards the 10. So it is within the hour of 10. Now take a good look at the minute hand. The minute hand is also pointing towards the 10 outside. I know it is pointing on the 2 inside, but we're always thinking about the number that's outside that counts by 5. It's going to be that imaginary number that we can't see on our regular clock for most clocks, but we're going to imagine that the number is outside counting by 5s. So what time is it now? That's right, it is 10:10. All right, let's keep trying another clock. What about this one? This one is, I'm looking at the hour hand, and it's pretty much close to the 6, so it's within the hour of 6. Great job. What about the minute hand? What would you say? 5. Excellent. So we wouldn't just put a 5 here, we would have to put a 0 and a 5. So we would say, oh, it's 6:05. All right, try another clock. This one shows that the hour hand is pointing. Ooh, this one. The hour hand is between the 8 and the 9, but it's going towards the 9. It hasn't reached the 9 yet. So I know it's really close to the 9, but this is one of those tricky ones where you would have to pay attention to what hour is it still within. It's going towards the 9, so it's still within the hour of 8. It's a late time within the hour of 8. If you take a good look at the minute hand, it is 55, right? So it's 8:55, which means in 5 minutes it will be 9 o'clock. And that's why the hour hand is really close to the 9, because it's getting ready to be 9 o'clock. I hope that makes sense. And I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Reminding you to like, be sure to share it with someone who would find it useful, and to subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.